I'm Mackenzie Walsh. I'm 22 years old and I'm part of the Appalachian Conservation Corps. We've been working here in Blackwater, working on the trails to help improve them for recreational usage.
I found out about AmeriCorps and Appalachian Conservation Corps through my previous employer. I worked at Cape Resort State Park in Morgan County, West Virginia, and they sent me a notification that this job was open, and I've always been interested in doing trail work, and I've never done something like this before, so I wanted to give it a try.
What I've really enjoyed the most is just getting to actually be outside and be in the outdoors and really feel like I'm making a difference rather than just saying, oh, we should do this, like someone should do this to make it better instead, but I'm actually out here feeling like I make a difference every day, which sounds kind of cliche, but it's really at the end of the day, you can really feel what you've done, and you just feel you feel tired, but you feel accomplished and that you've actually succeeded in something.
Doing this has showed a lot of how hard of an intense work this is, but it's also rewarding because I'm with a good crew, and I find it to be enlightening to see how much we've gone and done on this trail, and the trails around Blackwater Falls and this area of Davis and Thomas. So I've liked to move on with this work, and I think it's good work that we're doing here.
I've also gotten to learn a whole new, a lot of new things. I've never done anything like this before, so I've learned a lot of new skills that could help me in the future, but also just getting to be out here with other people, you're kind of in the same boat. There's other people, we've never done this kind of stuff before, so it's been fun to learn it not only for myself, but with a bunch of other people as well.
Okay, my name's Amo Oliveria, and I am the coordinator of the BET program, which is Biological and Environmental Technology at Eastern West Virginia Community and Technical College. And I play science teacher too. We have lots of opportunities either for just a couple days or part-time work or even full-time. The more people we have, the more things that we can accomplish and coordinate with other groups. We cover a very wide area. Probably the Potomac Highlands is a big focus, and then up into Tucker, some of the mountainous regions, Monongahela. We get to go out there a couple of times on field experiences. We try to stay outside as much as possible, learn with hands-on activities and things like that. So what we do is we train students for an entry-level position in a wide variety of different fields, anywhere from doing biological surveys for plants, animals, birds. We also do some soil, so we have people training with Department of Ag to be able to go out and do soil sampling. And we do spend a lot of focus on water quality. So, doing say the West Virginia Save Our Streams program, we get them surveyed in that, or certified in that. And we also give them experience using GIS. And basically it's kind of give a student a very well-rounded education to be able to do lots of things. Mm-hmm. Well, we have different levels. You can get a certificate, which takes 3 semesters. So basically 1 full year, and then you can get a Applied Associates of Science, which takes about 2 years.
So Blackwater Outdoor Adventures is a river-based recreation company that does canoeing, kayaking, inner tubing, stand-up paddleboarding, whitewater rafting, and we have a campground as well. As far as hiring people, we would hire people for canoe shuttlers, for phones and reservations, kind of office help, and for whitewater raft guiding. Yep. So for raft guiding, you do have to have 17 trips on the river. One of those trips has to be a check-off trip, where somebody evaluates you and make sure that you're okay to go. You have to be 18 to be a raft guide. Office help, 16. Canoe shuttling, 18 as well. We are hiring people at the present. You know, we generally start trying to find people sometime in April, early April. So they can go to our website, blackwateroutdoors.com. From there you can be directed to our email, or you can simply just email us at info@blackwateroutdoors.com.
What's been the most fun for you running BOA?
I think the most fun for me is just having access to all this fun equipment to use, and playtime is always really nice. And this piece of property is beautiful. Great place as well.
First off, state your name, where, what you do, and where you're located.
Sure. My name is Matthew Baker. I'm the park superintendent at Blackwater Falls State Park. So we have two different type of positions at the park, as far as we have full-time state employees, and then we have hourly positions. And those hourly positions are more what you think of like the summer jobs and jobs that come and go with the peak season type of scenario. And then our full-time positions are the year-round full-time state employees. So those positions, the full-time state employee positions, they are applied for through the West Virginia Division of Personnel. So there's a little bit different of an application process for those positions. And then the hourly, like seasonal summer jobs, those are applied for directly here at our office. Those positions range from housekeeping to campground attendants to working at our nature center. We have 4 different gift shops that always need gift shop clerks. We have a snack bar in the summertime that's always looking for employees. So there's a whole variety of jobs. There's jobs throughout the whole park. So for example, like our nature centers over at the lake. So we have boat rentals, so we need boat rental attendants, campgrounds on the other side of the park, campground attendants. Housekeeping, of course, works throughout the parks because we have cabins located all throughout the park. So, that position travels around. And then, of course, don't let me overlook all the maintenance positions in the summertime, as far as mowing grass and picking up trash and all those type of positions as well. So the hourly positions, you just you can get either a paper copy, or if you get a hold of our office, we can email you a digital copy, and it's just fill out that application and turn it into our park office here. And then as jobs become available, we keep them on file, and then we'll pull them and look through them to contact potential candidates for the positions. The full-time state jobs, the full-time jobs are applied for by going on the West Virginia Division of Personnel's website and looking for job postings that they put on that website, and then you actually apply online. So it's great. We live at the park, literally, and so our backyard is the state park that people travel hours to come visit, and we get to live in. So it's great.
What's the best thing about working at Timberline for you?
What's the best thing about working at Timberline? I love the outdoors. Also, I love being part of this project, which is bringing a new life to the ski area and having such an impact on the community. We really get to set something in motion this year that's going to take us to the future.
So what are any possible job opportunities that young generations can have when the ski life is completed?
Yeah, so as a company at our home ski area as well as here, we really enjoy having youthful people here working. We think the ski industry is a great place for somebody to start their career. Even as young as 13, 14 years old, we really like to have a youthful staff, because what we sell is fun. We sell an energetic product, and young people really help bring that to life.
What jobs would be offered to them?
So we have jobs all over the mountain for younger people that are minors. It would be more in the food service, the rental shop, the office, those pieces of the ski area.
So what are the current projects that Timberline Mountain is working on?
A huge list of projects. So when we got here, the first thing we got into was the lift infrastructure. The lift infrastructure here was kind of outdated and not well maintained, so we decided to pull all the existing chairlifts off the mountain and put in the first high-speed 6-person detachable chairlift in West Virginia, which is a huge improvement for this mountain, as well as a 4-person fixed grip quad to the mid-mountain. That was the big piece that we're building the rest of the structure around. But we also did over 2 miles of pipe on the snowmaking. We did huge amounts of improvements to the snowmaking infrastructure, adding over 70 new fan guns, as well as improvements to the rental shop, the lodge, the ticket sales, just every aspect of the ski area.
What were the applications?
So we have applications online. You just go to timberlinemountain.com and go to employment, and we have applications and descriptions of each job right there.
Okay. What made you want to open a restaurant?
My mother and her business partner in the restaurant. I came on in '95.
What's the application process like for you guys?
Getting a job here is not hard. I don't do anything over the phone. I don't do anything online. So you have to walk in the door. You have to walk in the front door and speak to me in person. I know we're in a technology-driven society, but no. I'm still a person guy, and we're going to talk face to face, and we're going to meet you. And then
What's training like for your?
training sometimes is sometimes just throwing in there, because it's easier to train somebody when you're working and sit down and we'll sit down and go over everything. But hands-on training is far more beneficial than me just trying to say, oh, here's how you do this, and show you 8 times, and then maybe you do it 1 time. Versus we're going to go over it for you. If you're waiting tables, we're going to go over it for you a couple times. We're going to follow a weight, and then we're just going to, hey, turn it loose, and we'll correct you as you go. Some things that you want to train, you'll forget until it happens at an actual time. Kitchen-wise, even harder, because there's a lot to learn in the kitchen. So.
And last question, what piece of advice can you give to someone wanting to work in the restaurant business?
Thick skin. And by that, when a restaurant's busy, it's busy. And it's not that you're busy and there's everybody's a chaotic piece, like running around chicken with your head cut off. People are busy, screaming, yelling, hey, I need this, I need my food, I need this. It's a thing that you have to understand. We're family. At the start of the day, we're family. At the end of the day, we're family. So if you work for me, you're going to be family from the day you work for me to the day we're not together anymore. Even when you come back from wherever you live now, you come back, you're still family. We're going to treat you just like you still worked here.
So what made you create Ginger and Spice in the first place?
That's a great question. I have a second home here. It started out as my second home. And I would come up here and bring things with me from the city. I would bring my teas and my herbs and spices. And I thought, well, nobody here is selling that stuff, so let's start doing that. And so I opened a store, very small store next door. And then we were trying to find natural deodorants and couldn't find anything all natural that was truly all natural at a reasonable price. So we had days when it was snowing in April, like today, and no customers coming in, so we ended up deciding to make our own, and hence we decided on Annie Mac Naturals.
Hey, I'm Zach Barwinzak. I'm the lab manager here at Wild Ginger and Spice, where we make all of our wonderful natural product line. A lot of fun things happen here. We make lots of deodorants, lip balms, salt scrubs, and candles, which are one of my personal favorites to make, especially our new wax melts that we've been having a real fun time kind of coming up with some new fragrances here. And that's one of the best parts about working here and being a member here at Ginger and Spice is kind of getting to experiment in the lab. You know, you have a little bit of fun while you're working. It's never too rigid when you're here. It's always a collaborative experience, which is a really fantastic environment to be in. So when you become a member of Wild Ginger and Spice, you know, you have the opportunity to not only be working in the front, but also be working back here with me in the lab to kind of learn our recipes, the way we do things, the whole 9 yards, from actually cooking the products to labeling and shrink wrapping and dealing with inventory, but also dealing with the customer side of things as well. You know, there's a lot of things you can get into back here that make it really just a positive place to be. So we enjoy it here.
How fun is it to own a store like this?
Oh, it's been amazing. It's just been quite a journey. I just love the people, the customers. I always joke I can't get anything done when the customers come in because they're so interesting and I want to talk to them. And the people that work here, we've got all kinds of employees that are awesome. That makes it all. It doesn't feel like work to me.
More play than work.
It's more play than work. Yeah, better than, I like teaching high school, but this is definitely more fun.